Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium. On the mound for Detroit today is Dave Rozema, whose record is 4-1 with a 2.11 ERA. And pitching for the Yankees today is Roger Slagle, whose record is 3-2 with a 2.72 ERA. So Bert Blyleven was completely lights out yesterday. Tigers won 3-0. He had a complete game shutout. He gave up 3 hits, no walks. He had 8 Ks in that game and completely dominated the Yankees. And that's our third shutout of the year, because Morris had a shutout and Rosie threw one. So our top 3 pitchers in our rotation have all had at least one shutout this year, which is kind of remarkable. I don't think we've done that in any of the previous 3 seasons. So it's good to see the Tigers pitching, keeping our team in there. I feel like our hitters are coming back to earth. So many got off on a great start, batting in 300 to 400 range, and now they're sort of coming back to the means. They're batting around 270, 280. Our team batting average has gone down to 275, where it was around 288. Obviously, we can't keep up that pace all season. And it's nice that the Tigers' starting staff is keeping us in these ball games. Before today's game, let's go ahead and take a look at the New York Yankees team page. We forgot to do that yesterday. That's on me. They have no current injuries. Their top prospects include Jim Deshaies and Bob Tewksbury, one of the pitchers who almost never walked anybody. He was actually more efficient than Greg Maddux. You can see they have a couple major contracts expiring next season. And if you take a look down here, you'll see, their team payroll is $11 million. That's almost twice as much as Detroit. They have almost $10 million in cash. They're going to make $3 million this year. I don't know how they do it. I wish I knew. We are a mid-market team, so we still have to, balance our budget and be careful in how we spend money, which is why I was glad to see that so many people were interested in making the deal that I suggested yesterday, where we are considering trading Andre Dawson to the Astros for Joaquin Andujar. So I'm tabling that idea for now. As we take a look here at the New York Yankees Yankee Stadium. And here is their stadium effects. We did not do this yesterday as well. Left-handed batters, they have an advantage here for home runs. 13% above average, in fact. Right-handers, 21% less likely to hit home runs in this stadium. Left-handers, 5% less likely to get a hit. Right-handed batters, right around average. Everything else is average. Doubles, triples, strikeouts, double plays, and errors will occur here more often. Their overall park factor is 99, so it's hovering around the average ballpark ratings. So, kind of fascinating. Left-handed batters can go deep here more so than righties, and that's something we need to keep in mind when we're doing our lineups. Let's get today's game started. Like and or subscribe to the channel, please. I appreciate it. We will be having many contests coming up, including I just started a Twitch channel in which I'm trying to figure out how to do a live stream where I can have someone play against me at some point. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. It's going to maybe take a little bit more getting educated on that channel, but that's my goal. Okay, so here is Dave Rozema. He's getting the start today, looking pretty good. With the Yankees, do hit him pretty well, though. The current lineup is batting .305 against him. That's at 106 plate appearances. All of the bullpen is available. We do have a day off after tomorrow's game, so I think we can freely use the bullpen if necessary. And here is the lineup today versus Roger Slagle. We're going to give Ricky the day off. He's due. Glenn Wilson's going to sit out. We've got Chet Lemon back in there in center field. And Gibby is the DH. Mickey Hatcher back in the ballgame as a third baseman. Okay, let's do the official Tigers lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. There you go. Batting second and DHing today is Greg Brock. Batting third in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting sixth in right field is Andre Dawson. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting eighth in center field is Chet Lemon. And batting ninth and catching today is Lance Parrish. Okay, we're going to take a look at Roger Slagle today. He's, a pretty solid pitcher. He was the Rookie of the Year in his 1980 season for our sim. He's making his eighth start. He's 5-2 with a 2.72 ERA. That's a career best so far. 27 strikeouts in 53 innings pitched. Doesn't strike out many. Also doesn't walk many. Last year, 78 walks in 272 innings pitched. Pretty solid. Opponents are batting 182 against him. He has 2 complete games, no shutouts. His fastball tops out at 91 miles an hour. He is a ground ball pitcher, 48%. His changeup, that is his best pitch. It's rated a 94. He has a hard curve, also rated highly. It's an 87 with a fastball and a 2-seamer mixed in. Overall, he is rated an 89. He's 29 years old, and he goes to arbitration this year. Another player that the Yankees are going to have to pay big money, but as you saw, they have plenty of funds to go around. Did he pitch against Detroit the first time we faced him? He did not. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Yankees' defensive alignment. There is Ron Hassey behind the plate. He's got a 79 arm, and although Ricky is not in the lineup, we might see some batters steal that might not normally steal today. And of course, they got three gold glovers up the middle there with Hassey, Randolph, and Ozzie Smith. Okay, Sweet Lou leading off against Roger Slagle. Let's go.
Play ball!
Lou led off the game yesterday with a base hit up the middle. Here he pops it up. Play is made by Randolph. 1 down. Next up is Greg Brock. Brock batting .321. He's got a couple home runs. It's been a while. Those 2 home runs were in the same ball game. As he pops up to second. So 2 pop-ups on the infield. As Gibby steps in with 2 down. Gibby's average is down to 259. Batting .281 versus righties. And he pops it up at home plate as Hassey makes the catch. So a 1-2-3 inning for Slagle. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the Yankees lineup rundown for today's ball game. Batting leadoff, playing center field is Otis Nixon. Batting second, playing second base is Willie Randolph. Batting third in left field is Steve Kemp. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Brian Dayett. Batting fifth and catching is Ron Hassey. Batting sixth, playing first base is Rick Leach. Batting seventh and DHing today is Dennis Werth. Batting eighth in right field is Claudell Washington. And batting ninth, playing shortstop is Ozzie Smith. We've got Dave Rozema on the mound. Rosie having a career year, off to such a good start. He's 4-1 with a 2.11 ERA. He's only given up 9 earned runs on the season so far. 22 Ks, which is way ahead of pace for him in those 38 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .248. He has a complete game shutout, we mentioned earlier. His fastball, not so fast. Tops out at 86 miles an hour. He is an extreme ground ball pitcher, 56%. His sinker is his best pitch. It's really his only pitch right now. Rated 86. He's got a sidearm curve and a splitter, both below average. Overall, rated an 86. He goes to free agency in 2 more years. We're paying him a lot of money. especially for this era. But I think he's been really great for us. You can't really complain. He's got the most wins on the team in our 4 years of playing. So let's take a look. I think he did play against the Yankees. Yes, he did. He started the April 9th game, and that's where he suffered his loss on the season. He gave up 6 runs in 3 2/3 innings, 8 hits, walked the batter, and he suffered the loss. His last time out was against the White Sox. He went 5, gave up 8 hits and 2 walks. It wasn't one of his better performances. Only 2 runs. That was good enough to get the win. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Tigers' defense today. We have Gold Glovers at first base, second base, and that's it, right? Because Henderson's out today. So, all right, here is Otis Nixon leading off against Dave Rozema. Blyleven did a great job of keeping him off the base pass yesterday, and Nixon walks to lead off the ball game. So I hope Parrish's arm is loose, because you know Nixon will be running here, especially with Willie Randolph struggling. He pops it up. Nixon holding it first. So there's 1 down as Hatcher makes the catch. Steve Kemp up next. And there's the stolen base from Nixon. You had to know that was coming. How many does he have? He has 21 stolen bases, so he's 1 behind Ricky Henderson. All right, we're not going to pull the outfield in. If it's a base hit by Kemp, Nixon will score from second no matter what. Let's go after him. There we go. Rosie gets a strike 3 looking on the sidearm curve. Just kind of floated it right into the middle of the plate. 2 outs. That'll bring up Brian Dayett. Dayett batting .298. And a base hit up the middle scores Nixon, and it's 1-0 Yankees. So they quickly get the run on the board, breaking the scoreless streak. With 2 down, Hassey comes up, and he taps it right back to Rosie, who tosses him out at first. We go to the top of the second. It's 1-0 New York. Mickey Hatcher leading off against Roger Slagle. Hatcher had the day off yesterday. He comes out with some more vigor. A double into right center field. And that is Hatcher's 6th double on the season. A day off did him some good. Now we have Murray up. I think we're going to let Murray swing away. I was considering having him attempt to pull it to the right side to move Hatcher over. But he's batting .368 versus righties as a left-hander. And he strikes out. Oh, come on. Where is all this clutchness? We were so good in these situations. Andre Dawson's subject of a lot of trade rumors. Based on that at bat, I'm going to trade him right after the ball game. Pops it up to short. Hatcher still hanging out at second with Trammell. 2 down. Trammell batting 4 for 21 against Slagle in his career, and he strikes out. Wow, what an absolute waste. 3 of our better hitters in the lineup, and Hatcher stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Here's Rick Leach leading off. He's 0 for 3 on the season. He sends a long fly ball to right center field. He got some serious PT last year. He got 204 at-bats in 53 games, so he's no longer rookie eligible. Here's Dennis Werth. He's going to line it out to Gibby. 2 down. He's going to bring up former MVP Claudell Washington, who strikes out 2 Ks for Rosema. We're going to the top of the 3rd inning. We've got Lemon, Parrish, and then back to the top of the lineup with Sweet Lou. Lemon strikes out. 3 Ks for Slagle. He's just mowing people down. The bottom of our lineup is not good right now. Just as I say that, Parrish gets a base hit to right. He had 2 hits in yesterday's game, so maybe he's breaking out now. I'm not sure. Wow, Lou, his contact rate is down to 80. It was at 83. So, like I said yesterday, I feel like we've reached a point in the season as Lou grounds into a double play. I feel like we've reached a point in the season where the stats are kind of leveling themselves out. And in order to do that, you're going to see maybe some of the ratings fluctuate. Bottom of the 3rd inning, here is Ozzie Smith, number 9 hitter, leading off. He's batting .231 on this season. And he slaps it to left for a base hit. Leadoff man is on. Smith has good speed, better than average. Otis Nixon, on a full count, pops it up to short. 1 down. Willie Randolph up next, and he taps it right back to Rosema. Did he get 2? Nope, he looked to second, but the only play was to first. He went for the guarantee. And with 2 down, here is the league's leader in RBI, Steve Kemp. He was shut down yesterday. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. And there's a line drive right at Lou, and Lou makes the play. We're going to the top of the 4th, game moving along. Greg Brock leading off. It's Brock, Gibby, and Hatcher. Brock 0 for 4 in his career against Slagle. There's a base hit to left. He goes Oppo. Are we going to go for 2? We are not. 3rd Tigers hit. I said I was going to steal. Now Brock, our DH, backup first baseman, I don't think that's a wise decision. But we will hit and run with Gibby. We need to do something to get Gibby kick-started here. That's a ground ball right back to Slagle. Gibby almost down to 250 now. 1 down. Here's Mickey Hatcher. He got the first Tigers hit today. Ground ball to short. Brock has to hold. In most cases, I would have thought that that ball was going to sneak through, but with Ozzie and his range, that was probably a no-brainer. 2 down. Eddie Murray grounding out to second. We are not clutch right now. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Brian Dayett leading off. Rosie at 49 pitches, so he's in no danger. As Dayett grounds out to Hatcher. It's been a couple of games since Hatcher's made an error. Oh no, he gets by him at 3rd as Hassey doubles down the left field line. What is it with me and the jinxing? That is his 3rd double on the season. It feels like every inning, I think maybe but one, the Yankees have had a runner on second base. Now we will pull the outfield in with Hassey on second. We cannot let that run score on a base hit. There's a ground ball to Hatcher. They're all coming his way this inning. He holds Hassey and guns down Leach at first. 2 down. Dennis Werth is up. I believe Werth drove in the first run. And Rosie walks him. I wouldn't say Rosie's having a bad game, but he doesn't look like himself. He walks the righty to get to the lefty. That is a very baseball mogul game thing to do. What will we do? Now I think we gotta play straight away. Whatever happens, happens here. Claudell is a .236 batter versus righties. And he rolls it on down to Trammell, who's pretty sure-handed. There we go. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Not a lot of action in this ballgame. We're having a lot of pitchers duels in this road trip. As Dawson dumps it into right center field, it will be caught by the right fielder, Washington. I thought that was going to find a hole there, but no such luck. One down. Here's Tramm hitting it to his shortstop counterpart, Ozzie Smith. Two down. And Lemon rips it to right. It does get down. It's up against the wall, and Lemon has a double. So Lemon and Parrish both have hits today. That is the third double by Lemon in a Tiger uniform and his 10th overall. All right, so a runner in scoring position for Parrish. Parrish, he has 6 RBI on the whole season. For an RBI guy, he is not good at that in this game. 0-2 count, and at least he made contact. He was protecting the plate as he hits a ground ball to second. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Yankees are up a run. Ozzie Smith leading off against Dave Rosema. Smith had a hit first time up, and here he grounds it to Tramm. One out. We're going to pull the outfield in on Otis Nixon. If he gets a base hit through the infield, fine, but we're not going to let one drop in. He taps it back to Rosema. He's got to hurry, and he throws it in the dirt. An error on Rosema. Speed kills as Nixon is safe. And this is a dangerous situation to be in. We're going to guard the lines. Randolph batting 190. So he's due. Let's see if Rosie goes after him. He does. He strikes him out. Third K for Rosema. It's going to bring up Steve Kemp, who the Tigers have kept quiet these first 2 games here. I'm kind of nervous about what to do. I guess we just have to let Rosie pitch to him. Kemp batting 333. Rips it into right field. And the right fielder, Dawson, makes the catch. One thing I'm grateful is our great defensive outfield, with the exception of Gibby. We go to the top of the 6th. Not a lot to talk about here. Player of the game so far, I don't know. I mean, nobody's sticking out. Maybe Lemon, who has the double. We could maybe go that route, I guess. Okay, so here's Lou. Top of the lineup. We got 3 lefties due up. And Slagle at 69 pitches. Nice. Lou strikes out swinging. Come on. One out. Greg Brock up. He's got a base hit today. And he pulls it down the right field line all the way to the wall. We are going to... Oh, wow. I feel like this is a trap, right? 90% for a triple. Washington doesn't have a horrible arm, but Brock is not fast either. You know what? We played a win. Let's do it. He is safe at third. A triple for Greg Brock. I imagine that's got to be his first. No, it is actually his second and his 3rd career triple. All right, Greg Brock. Legging it out with 1 down. They're going to pull the infield in. That is the right thing to do. We're going to ask Gibby, who's just, I don't know, not in a good place right now. We're going to ask him to hit the ball to the outfield, give us a sac fly. Let's tie this ball game up. He pops it up. Unbelievable. Caught in foul ground right there next to the stands. For the 2nd out now, we just got to let Hatcher swing away. Well, we've had our opportunities. This does not feel... Oh, it's an error! Oh, no! What is going on? Ozzie drops the ball. The run scores. The game is tied at 2. I'm sorry, at 1 with 2 outs. And we are going to send Hatcher. We're going to steal. It's only a 66% chance. And this is really a very nonconformist thing to do. But we're going to take a chance here. Throw a curveball. No, it's a fastball. Oh, he's safe anyway. That was an 89-mile-an-hour fastball right down the pipe, and Hassey could not get Hatcher. That's his first stolen base on the season. He had 3 last year. So now Hatcher in scoring position for our best RBI guy. That's Eddie Murray. And Murray hits a ground ball to third, and that'll finish off the inning. The Yankees gave us a run, specifically Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, boots it, drops it, and we go on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dave Rozema, 80 pitches. We have a couple lefties coming up, so I think we need to kind of keep an eye on him here as Rosie gets his 4th strikeout. 1 out. Here's Ron Hassey. He's got 5 hits in his career against Rosie. Make it 6. There's a base hit into right field. Only the 4th hit for the Yankees today. Sorry, I'm looking at Rick Leach, and I'm thinking he doesn't have a hit yet. Doesn't have a hit on the season. And this could be a double play situation. So we're going to guard the lines. We don't want an extra base hit. And he walks him. Okay, so Rosie close to 100 pitches here. We're going to let him get through this with Dennis Werth up. Werth batting .266. Now we're going to play straight away with a runner on second. Still double play situation. He strikes him out. Unbelievable. Two strikeouts this inning. Rosie I think he's just found a way to be more accurate around the plate. But that's going to bring up a lefty, and I feel like this is where we ought to draw the line. We have all of our bullpen healthy. Do we give Rozema a shot here to close out this inning and then for the Tigers to maybe take the lead and get him the win? It feels like a ridiculous thing to do. We're going to pull the outfield in, though. That much I know. And that way on a base hit, maybe we can prevent Hassey from scoring. So we're going to give Rosie a shot. He's coming off a shutout, for crying out loud. And a base hit. I should have known with the strikeout of Werth. That's going to do it for Rozema. 1 pitch, too late. We're going to bring in Cappy. That's what I should have done. Let's take a look at Capizzello real quick. His 11th game on the season. He's 2-0 with an .077 ERA. 7 Ks in 11 2/3 innings. Opponents are batting .238 against him. He's got a bluey. Fastball tops out at 91 miles an hour. That 2-seam fastball is his best pitch, rated at 94. And he goes to arbitration. Possible trade piece. Or we could stretch him out and let him finish off the season and then maybe sign and trade. Anyway, here's Ozzie Smith, outfield in. I mean, we pulled the outfield in on Washington, and he still got a base hit. That's kind of annoying. And a line drive to Murray. That'll end the inning. Tigers give up a run. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Slagle, 86 pitches. If I could yell down to the players, I'd tell them to take some pitches here. Dawson grounding out to short. 1 out. Trammell, he got the message. Worked the count to 3-1. Gets a base hit up the middle. That will give us a chance to hit and run with Trammell. And, of course, hit and run's usually on the first pitch, so that's not valuable, but we'll see if we can work it through it here. Lemon grounds out to short. Trammell in scoring position for Parrish, who we already know struggles. We are going to the bottom of the 7th. We're going to let Cappy pitch to Nixon. As Nixon leads off, we have been able to keep him off the base path. He walked. He was safe on an error. And now he's 0 for 3. Willie Randolph batting .042 versus lefties. We're going to let Cappy pitch to him for sure. He walks him. That's going to bring up Steve Kemp. So 1 down, runner on first. There's a left-hander on the mound, so the percentage of him stealing is probably low. And Kemp is batting .130 versus left-handers. Base hit. Okay, so this is the opposites game where everything that should happen doesn't. All right, well, shit. We are going to bring in, normally I would just say, oh, we'll throw in Brian Kelly releasing, but I really want to win this game. I want to win against the Yankees more than any other team because somehow they will be there in September. Going to play straight away, hope for a double play. We're bringing in Dave Smith. This is the only guy he's going after. And then we're going to bring in Kami. Okay, there we go. He gets Dayett to pop it up. Whitaker makes the catch. Smith does his job. And Comstock will come in to pitch. His job is to get the MVP. Ron Hassey batting .160 versus left-handers. Strikes him out. Nice. All right. We go to the top of the 8th inning. It's 2-1 Yankees. Slagle is at 100 pitches. And Lou, Greg Brock, and Gibby are due up. All right, so Lou's 303 versus righties. Why does he hit righties worse than lefties? I do not know. Ground ball to first. That's going to bring up the Brock Ness Monster. 2 for 3. He's got that triple. We stranded him at third. Brock, the only batter that's really brought his bats today. Grounding out, and Gibby. Oh, Gibby goes deep! Oh, man! I was kind of giving up on this ball game. Just chalking it up to one that we were maybe going to just have to suck it up and accept it. That is Gibby's 3rd home run on the season. And no matter how this game turns out, that is a big at-bat. Slagle remains in the ball game though, with 2 down. And Mickey Hatcher up. Hatcher flips it to left. There's a base hit. Tigers chase Slagle from the ball game. They're going to bring in Ron Davis. Ron Davis traded to the Twins, I think, in the 1983 season. But you can still see that he is a Yankee reliever here. He's making his 5th appearance. Not a good ERA, 7.11 ERA. He walks a lot. He gives up more hits. Opponents are batting .320 against him. Not having a good season. He was a closer for the Twins during this era. His fastball is his best pitch, rated in 83. Overall rated is 76, so that's not great. I did check before the game. Kirk Kaufman still in Double-A for whatever reason. I don't know. But he is still down there in the minors. Davis goes to arbitration this year. Okay. We're going to let Murray take a cut. Batting .350 versus righties. Come on, Murray. We need something big here. Oh, strike 3 looking. I can't remember the last time that so many Tigers watched strike 3 go by in a game. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers tie it up on the Gibson dong. We've got Leach, Werth, and Washington due up. Leach gets his first hit of the season, base hit to left. We're going to let Comstock go after Dennis Werth. Werth is a righty. This isn't going against our odds that we normally consider. There's a ground ball to second. Let's turn to. Hey, a double play, 4-6-1. Good job by Comstock getting over there to cover first. Although I'm not really sure why the first baseman wasn't on first base. It was a 4-6-1 double play. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so 2 down. Here's Claudell Washington with 2 outs. Oh, he left that one up and inside, and Washington rips it into right field, caught on a line by Dawson. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Tigers are looking to take the lead here on Ron Davis. I'd like to score a run here and end this ball game. Dawson, Trammell, and Lemon are due up. We do have some lefties on the bench, so Dawson, we're going to let him swing away. Ground ball to first. Dawson goes 0 for 4 today. Here's Trammell. Trammell batting .281 versus righties. Strikes it hard to center. And Chet Lemon. Now, if we had somebody on base, I would absolutely pinch hit, but we may as well let Lemon take a cut. He's got a hit today. He's got a double, in fact. A ground ball that gets past Ozzie. Ozzie having a bad game at short. He's had an error. He let that ball get by him there. Lemon, 2 hits today. Parrish is up. Damn it, Parrish is hitting better. And he is 1 for 1 in his career. Let's take a look at the bench. We really only have Hojo. How do we do versus lefties here? Let's take a look. Wow, Glenn Wilson. I mean, right, versus lefties. I'm sorry. Versus righties. Yeah, nobody. I mean, Ricky does, but we got to give him the day off. So do we swap out Hojo for Parrish? I mean, Hojo's a better rated player, and he's switch hitter. Yeah. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to swap them out. What am I doing here? We're going to swap them out for Hojo. And this could backfire, but we're going to have Lemon try to steal second. He's got good speed. For some reason, his percentage is only 63%, which is not good at all. But if we get him into scoring position, we have Howard Johnson that we can count on. And if he gets thrown out, then we just wasted an at bat. He will bring in Ramos. So here we go. We'll see how it goes. We're going to have Lemon attempt to steal second. 2 down. Curveball, and he's caught stealing on a curveball. Oh, come on. Well, that backfired, didn't it? Okay, we're going to bring in Bobby Ramos to catch. Oh, crap. Okay, so good job by Comstock. We are going to bring in, we got switchies. So we're going to bring in Rucker. We're bringing in the mother, Dave Rucker. He's making his 15th appearance. He's 1-1 with a 1.74 ERA. 12 Ks in 10 innings, 6 saves. He's got a bluey. You know the rest. He's a ground ball pitcher. His fastball is his best pitch. Rated an 83. Goes to arbitration next season. We will be sending him down after this series is over for 10 days to kind of slow his game rate down. Here he is facing Ozzie Smith, outfield in. 2-2 count. And he crushes it to center field. I mean, his version of crushing it. As Lemon goes back, makes the catch. We're going to pull third base in. That's Hatcher coming in a few steps for Otis Nixon. I don't think he'll bunt, but we're just going to try to play it smart. Nixon, switch hitter, batting righty. And he's going to pop it up. I think Hatcher frightened him there. Hatcher goes back, makes the catch. 2 down. Now, we are going to let Rucker pitch to Randolph. Randolph is batting .042 versus lefties. And if he gets on, then Rucker can pitch against Kemp. Here we go. 2 down. Willie Randolph up. You know Randolph's not going to hit a home run. He does get a base hit, though. He was due. Oh, and an error brings him into scoring position? Come on, that is horseshit. Although Gibby is out there, so I guess if anyone is going to screw up, like, in a position like this, I guess Gibby is that one guy. So now we have to trust Rucker to go after Kemp. We're not going to intentionally walk him here. It is lefty on lefty, and Kemp is batting 167. Now, if Rucker walks him on his own, I won't be all that upset. Here we go. We're not going to pull the outfield in either. 0-1 count, and a base hit. Game over. We were never going to win that ball game. That is total crap. Tigers lose 3-2. Damn it. All right. They get when the error in the ninth inning. That's what solidified the loss. There was no way we were going to come back from that. There's no trade offers. Gosh, I wish there were some in the transactions. We'll take a look. So the Yankees get that one game back. Oh, we're looking at the National League here. We'll let you take a gander for a moment as we flip over to the American League. So the Yankees are now 5 back. Oh, and Baltimore gets the win, and Cleveland also gains a game back. California is just absolutely annihilating everybody in the West. Let's take a look at the headline news. Nothing. We couldn't be bothered. Let's take a look at the transactions. Come on. No, there is a contract extension for Brett Butler, the speedy center fielder. Gets himself a big deal there. 11 stolen bases this year. Actually, in decline as far as stolen bases go. I remember him being an excellent bunter. Was he a 99 bunting? No, I guess it doesn't say here, but I would imagine he's got to be a 99 bunting. Bunting. 71? He's one of the most prolific bunters of all time. Wow. I mean, that's the only reason I know who he is, because I remember he was the kind of guy who could leg out a bunt. All right. We can't get him all right. Here's Garth Orge. He's going to miss just a couple of games for the already ailing Blue Jays. Nothing to see here. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. We lose. Man, that's a bummer. Who's the player of the game? Right? He hit the home run. I know that he gave up the error. I know. But without Gibby's home run, we wouldn't have been in the ball game in the first place for him to F it up. Tigers had 4 extra base hits. We'd never do that and still lose. Rucker's going to get the loss. You can't blame him, though. How is that not an unearned run? I don't know. I guess it moved him into scoring position, but it didn't directly cause a run to be scored. Man. Ron Davis gets the win. All right, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 3 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have yourselves a great night.